donkey bike all the way to Wales and up a mountain to raise money for PTSD. Cue the intro.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I'm proper nervous. I've dressed like it's winter, it's sunny, but it's like 2 degrees. My rucksack weighs a ton. But hey, let's get going because I'm sweating sitting here. Oh. So, this is it. I'm actually pooing myself. But hey, we can do this. There's the bike started. Right, let's get going. The rucksack's just I've just had to pull over because the rucksack's like pulling on me and I can't comfortable. It's like carrying an elephant on your back. And it's like, if I lean forwards, it's loads of weight. If I lean back, it's like I feel like I'm being pulled off. So I've had to adjust the strap. So I'm like, fingers crossed, this is gonna be better because that's horrendous. I'm all over the place. I don't know, I think we're about 20 miles in, something like that. And I tell you what, I don't want this to be a moany journey, but the rucksack adjustment has kind of worked, so I don't feel as much pressure on my back. So there's a little bit of movement, it's a little bit loose, but there's a strap holding it together at least, attached to me. But what I've got is my leg, the top of my leg, kind of already is really painful. I keep wiggling it, I keep moving it. Where I thought my hands were going to be, it's my leg. It just, the agony. I know I'm cramped up, I know that, and I know I can't go quick. But, oh man, what I wouldn't do right now, just to get off and walk around, but it's too early. I've got to keep going, I've got to hack these miles in. I mean, this is for PTSD, and people won't donate unless I push myself, so I've got no choice but to push myself. So, I'm going to keep going, I'm not going to stop. I'm about 50 miles in now, and I've got to say, I'm in agony. Oh, my arms and my legs, but it's like, it's only 50 miles, but I think it's just because it's the cramped position and this massive rucksack on my back. Now, it's my fault for the rucksack, because I won't lie about it, I've brought 2 bottles of wine, I've tucked them in it, and I've brought a decent bike chain. So with that, a laptop, camera gear, all that stuff, what did I expect other than an absolutely ridiculously heavy rucksack? And there's nowhere for it to really go on the bike, so it's just pulling on my shoulders. Oh man, we can do this though, we can do this. Blimey. Okay, so basically I've decided that I'm quite chubby, I've got a big rucksack on and I need survival food because I'm exhausted already. So what I've read is that a lot of people that are quite large want to lose weight quickly. There's only one food to do it, and they call it celery. And apparently this miracle food makes weight just fall off of you because it must do something to your insides and eat you or something. But let's try this bad boy and let's see if it works. Because if I can get a top speed and I can get to speed quicker, we can cut the journey time down. Oh God, that's like, that's awful. Oh, why do people do that? That's disgusting. Ah. feel a bit better now I've managed to stop. I don't know what that celery thing is, what that's all about, but I feel skinny already. So 110 miles to go, come on. 110 miles to go, we can do this, come on. Now what I'm finding on the A5, I'm cruising roughly between sort of 50 and 55 on average. Obviously there's a lot of stops. I'm actually impressed with it holding up. Yes, it is slowing down on the hills, etc. and trucks are overtaking me on the hills, but most of the time I can keep up with the trucks, and I can just basically follow them around that kind of speed, so it's not too bad. Obviously downhill with all this weight on, I can hit 60, but I want to hit my record later. It's going to happen. This rucksack is like yanking me back. Jesus. Thing is, I sold my adventure bike that was comfortable. I was going to buy a Harley that's basically an armchair. And I bought a micro machine to raise money, and I can't give up. Even if I just want to chuck this rucksack off and start going back, I can't give up. People are counting on me. I've got to do it. Jesus. Right, time to get the survival food out. The way I figure it is, if rabbits can survive and they're bloody quick, I thought I'd buy some condensed or chucked together, what the heck it is, rabbit food, because that's going to make me strong and I'm going to lose weight, because it might give me the poos. Just sweet and nutty. Looks about as appetising as some poo. What is that, man? It's like in between a chocolate bar, but then somebody's just dipped it in rabbit's food and hey, I need the energy, I've got to eat it, I've got no choice. Still going, still going. Oh man, the pain in my hands, now my shoulders and my legs. Come on, we can do this. I've got water, it's in the side of my rucksack. If I take my rucksack off, I don't know if I'll get it back on. I'm quite scared about that. When I got it on at home, I was basically having to sit on the bed and use a bed as a support to strap it on. So I think I won't have any water for now. There's 79 miles left to go, and that's to the hotel. So we'll get into Wales and we'll try and find somewhere pretty, what's not too far away. So if I take off and can't get it back on, we'll have to figure something out. But we need to keep cracking on now. I just hope this rucksack doesn't cause any more pain. But what am I thinking? Off-roading count if you're going through the roadworks on the tarmac goes? Does this make me a proper adventurer? Or the big question is, does this make this Honda monkey bike the best adventure bike in the world? I've just brought too much weight on this rucksack, and whatever I do, I can't get it right. I just go a few miles down the road and the pain's just killing me. If I move forwards, I get my leg pain, but I can rest the back of the ruck seat on the back of the chair. It kind of takes away a little bit of the pressure. Then my legs start killing me, and my hands start killing me. And if I go back, I feel like I'm hanging on, and the rucksack's pulling me back, and this is a nightmare. It's not the bike. The bike's fine. The bike's going. I mean, it's not, like I keep saying, it's not quick, but it's going. It's getting me there. I've got 69 miles to go. 69 plates, 69 miles to go. I just got to keep battling through the pain. I've got no choice now. I just want to get to Wales and just find somewhere to stop and have a beer and take this rucksack off for a bit and kind of get my energy back, really. It's all I can do now. We've got to keep going. There's donations and people depending on this happening, so it's got to happen. It's got to. Okay, now this is the point where I'm going to perform a racing start on a Honda monkey bike. Now I'm expecting to be thrown back out of my seat. Here we go, we're on the yellow light. We've got to go, here we go, come on. Let's go. Helmet down for air. Come on, airflow. We're going. 30, already 30. Look at that, this is incredibly quick. Better back off now before I take out everybody on this bend. Explain racing speeds. That is how you do a racing start. 42 miles left to go. I've had to stop again because the pain is unreal through it's my entire body now. It's not even just my shoulders, but all I've done with my rucksack is I've tightened the straps, and now I've gone back to having them really, really loose. So like the weight of the bag kind of sits, I think, on the back light, to be honest with you, because the seat's not very big, but it takes some of the pressure off. But I'm just aching, and I want to find a nice place to pull over and have a good 20 minutes, half an hour break. But then another part of my brain keeps telling me, push on, get to the hotel and just dump this weight off of you. But I really want to find somewhere I can, a pretty place to stop, put the drone up, relax, and sort of enjoy it. To be honest, that's what I want to do. I want to enjoy it. That's that's what I want the ride to be about. I mean, I don't know what else to do at the minute. If I take this rucksack off, I ain't going to get it back on again. Yeah, and the sat-nav's done the weird thing of taking me a weird way that I wasn't expecting it to, but I'm guessing it's because of road closures. I ain't got a clue, but yeah, it is what it is. I've got no choice at this point but to continue on. I don't know what to do. Hotel, stop for half an hour and find my breath. We've just passed through Llangollen, or Llangollen, however you want to say it. And you know what, that feeling is amazing. Again, I'm still in huge pain. But we've made it this far. We're in Wales, that's 100% guaranteed now, not just because the signs have changed. Because we've got through Llangollen, and that's kind of what I class as when we start getting into pretty. And if you look at that view in the distance, right now looks absolutely spectacular. I can tell I'm in Wales now because there's sheep. We're 100% here. Talk about being absolutely exhausted. But we're here. I think I've got one option now to crack out my other survival food. I think that's all I've got left to do. Last set of survival food because I need a little bit more energy, but I reckon we can do this. Okay, desperate supplies now, so we cracked out our last survival food. Now, from what I can understand, that if you eat carrots, you can see in the dark, and as potentially it could be getting dark soon. These are going to help me see. These are night vision. That's pretty much what they are. I can already feel the orange effect. I can see these working already. Night vision. Carrots. just can't believe the pain. This probably the left shoulder now is. I've only got 18 miles to go, but God, my hands, but my shoulders are killing me. Just can't wait to get to the hotel just to get this bloody rucksack off. I'm sure that's what's causing it anyway. I keep saying that. But yeah, a cold beer is what I need. I mean, it's nearly 3 p.m. Rude of them to go behind their tractor, innit? Yeah, it's nearly 3 p.m. It's still light, but the sun's starting to go down, so it's getting a little bit colder now as well. I'm going to pull over and fill up, hopefully, if there's another petrol station. Head straight to the hotel just to get this done. But whew, this is a long day. A long day with not really a proper rest, and I know I should get off and take this rucksack off and stretch, but if I do that, I just don't think I'm going to get it back on again. I really don't think I am. I think my best bet right now is to get to the hotel so then I can get it off and then I'll be comfortable. I know 18 miles doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're in agony, it's just horrible. It's just absolutely horrible. What am I doing? Incredible, really. We've made it to Betsy Coed. We're only about 5 miles, if that, away from the hotel, but I just had to stop to take this in. Look at it, how amazing. Final leg, final bit. It's actually 3.5 miles away and we're done. And then it's time for a beer, man. Yes, 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 yes. I've made it to the hotel. 180 miles, done. Wow.
Together, but a life that's lived without you feels like it lasts forever. The feeling, it just crawls under my skin. It's like a fatal poison setting in. 'Cause I don't wanna feel ashamed no more. Baby, show me what this love is for tonight.
That didn't work. Wow. Okay, so I made it into the hotel room. I've literally just dumped all of my stuff and stripped off to run to the loo because I've been desperate for the loo for the last couple of hours. I'm knackered. I mean, it's a nice hotel room as it stands. But look. I look like a Fraggle. Right, so yeah, no, look, it's a nice hotel room. It's all good. Now, what I need to do is get a shower, clean myself up because I'm absolutely knackered. I need to go and put a lock on the bike because the bike's not got a lock on it at all at the minute. So I'm going to go and put my chain on.
I don't know, have 10 minutes, get myself ready, and then I'll be back. Okay, shall we see why this was so heavy? Now I've already taken out the chain and gone and chained the bike up, so the rest of it can come out, but it's heavy. Shoes. Laptop. Wires. Toiletries. That's it for clothes. Another camera. More clothes. One bottle of wine. 2 bottles of wine. And that's it. That's why I felt like my back was going to be ripped off. Okay, so we're here. There's 180 miles have been covered. I've literally just chucked everything on the bed at the minute, but I kind of want to talk about, again, the reasons why we're doing this. So this whole trip, this 180 miles of, to be honest, there's nothing wrong with the bike though. The bike was like absolutely fantastic. It was more the point that I'd overly put too much stuff in that rucksack, and I should have bought a rack, to be completely honest with you. It would have solved so many issues. So I was in an incredible amount of pain, and I kept having to stop, and I reckon if I hadn't had the rucksack I would have stopped somewhere and had a coffee and relaxed, but I didn't. I just kept battling on and stopping for these few minutes sort of rest breaks. But yeah, the reason why we did this is PTSD UK, and I've checked the donations and I can't even really properly put into words. I mean, it's incredible. I mean, you guys, I know it's hard at money, trust me, I work so hard all the time just to be able to have a decent life, and I work non-stop extra to try and like do these adventures and these trips. So those donations you guys are giving me are just heartwarming. It's the only way I can put it really. It's just so heartwarming, it's unreal, and I just want to say thank you so much. Now tomorrow's the big day. To basically, we're going to ride up the mountain, we're going to ride up Snowdonia, and we're going to go as high as we can where there's a car park, and then we're going to trek off from there, and hopefully not climb the mountain but get to a really good point for sort of drone footage. So that's going to sort of obviously be part 2. So thank you so much for watching, and tomorrow is going to be an exciting day. I'm excited, but right now I think it's a shower and a beer. But thank you for watching. Thank you to my patrons for donating the money to me every month to help the channel grow. But if you've got any spare money, the donations to PTSD UK, there's a link in the description, would just continue to rock my world. Thank you so much, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.